What's up, guys? This is Drew back here at Paul Thickman Ford, and today I've got a super special F-150 with me, a 2023 F-150 Limited, and I'm going to show you why it is the most luxurious half-ton pickup truck on the market today. So coming to the side here, the first thing that's going to grab your attention is these beautiful 22-inch polished aluminum wheels. These are the only wheels available on the Limited, and this is the only model that is available with a 22-inch wheel. You'll also check out your Power Boost badging. What's the Power Boost, you may ask? We'll get into that in just a second, as well as your Limited badging. Don't forget your polished aluminum door handles and your polished aluminum badging just to match that front end. And speaking of front end, let's check it out a little more. You've got this beautiful polished and chrome grille. You've got these LED directional headlights, as well as a full daytime running light that does fade into your fog light, which is LED as well. Don't forget these chrome tow hooks, as well as this beautiful Limited badging across the hood to let everybody know it's a Limited. So I'm sure y'all have a few questions. What's the Power Boost, you may ask? It's the new engine setup for your 21, 22, and 23 year model F-150s. What they do is they take your 3.5 EcoBoost and they make it a hybrid. How do they do that? They add an electric motor to the transmission. Boom, sounds simple enough. It adds 30 horsepower and over 70 pound-feet of torque. How does 430 and 560 pound-feet of torque sound to you? Sounds pretty good. The towing is the best in class towing, and we'll get to that in just a second. Now, 25, 25, 25, what's that? That's your highway, city, and combined gas mileage. Sounds pretty good to me. I might just have to try it out. So coming to the back, the first thing that's obviously going to catch your eye is this beautiful tailgate. Of course, you've got your Limited badging, because they've got to let you know. You do have your color match rear bumpers, as well as your rear view camera. Now let's talk about this towing a little more. I know I kind of teased y'all a little bit there. You do have your standard class 4 trailer hitch, 7 and 4 pin connector. Drew, how much does it tow? How does 14,000 pounds sound? Yes, out of the box, out of the factory, delivered to your house, ready to go. What do you need to pull this 14,000 pounds? Probably don't have anything that's 14,000 pounds, but you can if you need to. Now this is a feature that I'm sure some of you folks in South Georgia, especially where we're at, will really take a liking to with all these wonderful thunderstorms and hurricanes we get. What is this right here? It's a generator. We know you've got one at your house. Oh yeah, it's ready to go. It's not ready to go. It hadn't had gas in it in years. It'll probably never crank again. This right here, this F-150 will crank. And that 7.2 kilowatt generator will power anything you need. Not just 2, but 4 120 volt outlets, and don't forget a 240 volt outlet as well. And the heck with filling up a generator every couple hours, this has got a 30-gallon tank. Y'all might like it. One last thing on the bed here. Once you get done using your generator, don't worry about picking up your tailgate. That's too much work. Just pop that button, and there she goes. So I'm sure this is what y'all have all been waiting for, to check out the beautiful Limited interior that we're so used to. For this year, they've used Admiral Blue for your interior color. You've got this awesome diamond stitched leather. Don't forget that Limited badge, and that is on every seat. Now, something a little neat for these new model F-150s, these headrests, they've got holes in them. Why do they have holes? There are 2 speakers in each headrest, driver and passenger. That's pretty neat if you ask me. Speaking of speakers, how does 18 speakers sound? Headrests, driver sides, passenger sides. I mean, they're in the ceiling. They might as well be in the floor. Don't forget, you might actually want to work out of this Limited. You fold that center shifter down, boom, you still got your work surface. And speaking of work, while you're working, you're going to want to stay cool. You've got dual climate control, cooled seats, and if it's in the, winter, you've got heated seats as well. Don't forget, all your generator controls will be activated from this screen here. Speaking of screen, that is 12.3 inches, and this fully digital gauge cluster is 12 inches as well. You've got your Bang & Olufsen sound system logo up there, as well as your sunroof controls. Speaking of sunroof, that is a full moonroof with shade and a beautiful suede headliner. Now, of course, your back passengers get these beautiful creature comforts as well that I spoke about in the front. You've got your heated seats, USB-A, USB-C, another 120 volt outlet, rear vents, as well as these beautiful diamond stitched Admiral Blue leather seats that I spoke about before. Nothing could be more comfortable, and again, they let you know it's a Limited. sure y'all didn't hear me roll up in my little golf cart here. If you're interested in this 2023 F-150 Limited, one of a kind you may say, come check us out at 2607 East 1st Street, Vidalia, Georgia, and come schedule your test drive today.